Man, welcome to another edition of Local TV, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. I kind of wanted to just get on here, man, and talk to y'all a little bit, man. Just from a different perspective, man, because I want to let everybody know as I go outside, by the way. You see how I come through one door? That's not the way you get in my house. You got to go through another door, baby. Just out here enjoying life, man. This is just a regular normal video, man, that I kind of wanted to do like this. Let everybody know, you know, that this ain't just a boxing channel. That's why I renamed it, rebranded it. It's kind of local TV. And you know, I just wanted to chit chat with y'all a little bit, man. Let me go ahead and turn the camera. This house just got through getting built. It's probably gonna go on the market for close to $500,000. This is Florida, so you know this is how it is. It's how it is, man. Of course, you know my yard. I had some work to do on it. Y'all remember when I was doing all the damn tree work and shit on my yard? That's the stump to one of the trees. And I still got to get some stump grinding done before it's all said and done. Had another one right here that I wanted to get rid of. This is another one that was here, man. It was getting tangled on my wires and stuff like that, man. So I kind of wanted to get all that out the way, and then I got rid of the ones in the backyard as well, man. Yeah, this is like on a little, you know, my little neighborhood and shit, man, you know. I like my good old little Florida living and stuff like that, man, and you know, guess I could give y'all a little example of how this works. Of course, you know I got that. Got the lights, got the emergency thing. Everything in here is going to let me know something. I don't mind showing this because there's a reason that I set up my shit this way. I always want to make sure I know what's going on around me. Take y'all a little bit through my back. Dog is here. It's one of my one side of my garage. As y'all can see, it's pretty big in here. Washer dryer out here. I'm gonna eventually do a project to move these into that space that I showed y'all in there where it's a double door. I think I'm gonna put them in there, man, where I entered in through there, man, where you saw that double door that you can't just walk in my house, you know. That's one of the projects I have to go do. And of course, here's the big tree that I got rid of. That was leaning over my house and that had to go. Then this one here, but people were mad that I got rid of it, including my lady, because this one was giving shade to this. But I didn't want the tree over there either because I just didn't want the tree there, man. I'm gonna show y'all this even though I haven't done what I have to do with it yet. But this is the other project I got to do. It's a whole apartment back here that I got it set up. Of course, my dog had to come in. But as y'all see, I still got work to do. I gotta put the walls up, get everything going and shit like that. Come on, Rocky. Hey. Get your ass out of here. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm working on. But it's not easy being a content creator, right? Just getting back on that, it's not easy being a content creator. It's not easy being able to be honest, even though it is easy for me because I just speak my mind and go with it from there. I don't have no problem, you know, speaking my mind and telling the truth. I know I did a live, was it yesterday or the day before, you know, when I spoke out against the situation with Teofimo, man, being in Puerto Rico, and Amanda and Jordan all dapping them up, and all the rest of the Puerto Ricans that was dapping them up. Listen, man, I still support Amanda Serrano in any fight that she gets into, man. This is where the people get too caught up, man, with things like that, man. Like, I don't agree with what they did because they allowed him to just have freedom of, you know, freedom in the island that he talked so much garbage about, man. I just, to me, it was a bad taste, man. It left a bad taste. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that I won't support Amanda when she fights again, you know. But I do got to call out the, you know, the BS. I got to call out the BS just like I would with anybody else, man. I mean, if we're going to unite and stand united and take a stand against racism and people that speak about us in a bad way, then we got to take a stand fully. We can't, like, you know, not call out somebody from our island because they're from our island. No, they got to be held accountable the same way as everybody else. And I don't see a whole lot of that, man, on the internet. I don't see a whole lot of that on the internet, man. It's like people love giving passes and stuff, man, you know. And listen, I know that that's probably the reason, even though we're different races, this is the reason that I support 903 Boxing a lot, because he gonna speak his mind and he's gonna tell it to you whether you like it or not, and he's calling out the bullshit, and I like that. I like that, because I'm the same way. I like to call out the BS and stuff like that, man. And, you know, he made a video the other day speaking about, you know, the Shakur Stevenson situation, how they like, man, he said, and I agree with him, man. By the way, shout out to 903. This was him who said it, and I agree with it, okay? So I'm not taking credit for anything that he came up with. He did come up with this, okay? This wasn't something that was on my mind until he mentioned it, okay? He was like, damn, bro. He said, I better not hear anybody criticize Shakur Stevenson after Shakur Stevenson schools Schofield. I better not hear anybody say, you know, he was green and didn't have enough fights, after everybody said, you know, didn't have a problem with Benavidez and David Morrell fighting, and David Morrell only with 10 or 11 fights. I totally agree with him on that. We got to look, man. Even though they're not giving us all the fights we want, we got to be fair, man. If they are doing it and they're not getting criticized for it, we shouldn't criticize them either. We shouldn't criticize over here either. I agree with that, man. You know, he mentioned how if you know, in his case, a black fighter gets clipped and gets hurt, they're called chinny. But if the European fighter or the white fighter gets clipped, you know, but they continue to fight, they're warriors. And it's a double standard. I agree with that. Listen, I'm Puerto Rican, man, so I don't really know, like, I'm caught like in between, because to me, a Puerto Rican ain't nothing but a brother speaking Spanish. To be honest with you, man, we think similar, right? There's a lot of shit that I don't like that goes on back in my island, but at the same time, man, I get it. I get why certain people think a certain way, man. You know, I was raised different, so I was around a lot more and exposed to a lot more than the normal Puerto Rican. You know, so I can relate a little bit better, man. I don't agree with, you know, like, I love my Puerto Rican brothers. I stand with them always. But sometimes they do say some dumb shit, man, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, bro, we're on the same team if you really think about it. We are on the same team. Why are we talking shit about each other? Why? It's all part of the plan, man. It's all part of the great scheme, to me, of white America. They want us minorities to be fighting against each other instead of uniting. I can't fight with each other, man. I can't do it. I can't be fighting with each other all the time, bro. We got to keep it a buck, man. We got to keep everything in perspective, man, and realize that they're against us. And when I say us, I mean all of us. If you're not European white, they're against us. As simple as that, man. I wish, man, listen, man, I wanted to take this channel into a direction where I wasn't just speaking boxing. And the thing that I've caught myself doing is still speaking a lot of boxing, man. And I kind of wanted to get away with that. Like, yes, I love boxing. Yes, I want to speak boxing, but I wanted to kind of get away with speaking it all the time. Anytime I upload, it's all boxing, man. There's more to life than just boxing, man. We got to speak about life. We got to speak about things that are around us, things that are affecting us on a day-to-day basis. Things that we see that we should call out, man. I know, you know, that I'm speaking about boxers when I was calling out the stuff that went on in Puerto Rico with Teofimo, but it's more than boxing. This man spoke about every race in the world, bro. And people are still giving him passes. That bothers me, man, especially. I don't know what it is, because the island that I grew up in, Puerto Rico, back in my days, and I'm 54 years old, so I'm talking about back in my days, there's no way he could have, you know, flew down to Puerto Rico and be out there like that as comfortable as he was. It just wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened, man. I'm not telling you that they would have killed him or anything. He just wouldn't have been allowed to be around there like that. All kind of things could have happened. He could have got killed. But that ain't the only thing that could have happened. They could have whooped his ass. You know, they could have, you know, rejected him getting off that airplane. You know, there's a lot of scenarios that could have played out. But none of them, they put no resistance on it. And they were hugging him up like everything's cool, bro. That bothered me a lot, man. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. I know that there's going to be... Shit, Amanda and Jordan Maldonado might even hate me for it, but I don't think I said anything bad. I don't think I said anything untruthful. So this ain't, you know, this is just being real, man. If I did something fucked up, man, I will hope that my people will hold me accountable as well. Pull me to the side. Yo, Kano, man, no, bro. Did you hear yourself, Kano, man? No, you can't be like that. What's going on, man? Chilling, man. Yeah, man, you gotta hold, you know, each other accountable, and I am in that same boat as well. I put myself in that same boat because I am not perfect. I am not above being corrected. I am not about being put to the side and saying, yo, Connor, you need to chill with that shit. We should be able to be like that, man, you know? And a lot of times, too, man, I want to get this out the way as well, man. When I am doing my lives or my videos, man, and if it sounds like I'm going at somebody, it's never against the family. Never. It's always against people that are on the opposite sides of the spectrum, that the way that we think and believe in. You know what I'm saying? They're like on the wrong side of history. They're on the wrong team. They're not being honest with themselves or their people. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I'm going after, man. And there's a reason I don't do debates and stuff like that, because all that is an argument. It's never gonna be a dialogue, you know, which is why I see, and when I say that people change and some people have changed, they're too caught up to realize that they changed. They're too involved in, you know, they did it so gradually that they didn't realize that they forgot where they came from. They forgot where the roots of where they started at and stuff like that. And it's sad to see that kind of shit happen, man. I don't think they do it intentionally. I don't think they did it intentionally. But at some point, you got to sit back and say, damn, if they're saying this about me, maybe I need to take a step back, analyze what I'm doing, and see if that does hold some type of value of what they're saying about me. Because I guarantee you, if somebody says I changed, I'm going to look back at everything I did from the beginning all the way till now and see if there's some facts behind that. And if there is, then I need to correct it as well. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you should be. An adult should be like that. You know what I'm saying? I know. This ain't the normal video y'all would want to hear. This ain't the normal stuff. But bro, man, boxing has gotten into a point, man, where I don't know if I could talk about it for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I hit that live button, that's why I call them quick hits. That's why I call them quick hits, because I'm like, man, I don't want to be on here an hour and a half to 2 hours talking about something that clearly isn't gonna change. Clearly it's not gonna change. We're gonna get some of the same old shit. Some people are gonna get held to a standard. Some people ain't gonna get held to that same standard. And it happens every day, all across the internet. I see it every day. Every day. There's no consistency, man. Taking it back to boxing, Lomachenko, great amateur career, right? They give him all kind of props, but yeah, and he didn't win nothing for the U.S., right? But Clarissa Shields, yeah, I'm going back around to this, but Clarissa Shields, who won 2 gold medals for the U.S., doesn't get the same praise for the same thing she did, if not even better. It's a double standard. It's a double standard, man. And the reason I say Puerto Ricans are a brother speaking Spanish, because we don't get them same type of things, you know. We don't get fast-tracked either. You know what I'm saying? You see the Cubans and the Ukrainians and them, they'll get fast-tracked to a title shot, right? You don't see Puerto Ricans getting that. You don't. You don't. Puerto Ricans, Hispanics, but they're on an island of their own. We're like segregated from the rest of them, man. They look at us different. We speak different than they do. Those are just the facts. Those are just truths being spoken by me. We are looked at differently. We're just not. We're not gonna catch those breaks like that, man. No. We're gonna get guys, man, and get robbed just the same way. We don't get those bins. We're not getting no damn. No. We're too much like them. So they're gonna always look at us that way too. That's the part we all gotta understand that, man. If you're Puerto Rican, they're looking at you the same way, bro. They're looking at you the same way. You don't want to admit it. You don't want to accept it. But it is that way. I don't know, man. We're going to have to come together at some point, man. We're going to have to come together at some point, man. I want to probably maybe do more videos like this. Just venting and talking a little bit like that, man, with y'all. Some people ain't going to like it. Oh, man, you need to talk boxing. Oh, man, why you talking about life? Why you ain't making a list of this or a list of that? Which I will do. I'll mix it in. Frontline actually, I asked Frontline for a list of the top 10 prospects from Puerto Rico, and what I found out was that his list and my list were pretty identical. What I don't know is how I want to put that list out. I really don't. I'm going to be transparent with everybody. See, I don't have to lie to kick it. I don't know how I want to compose that to where it would make a good video, or maybe I just need to do a live and name them off from 10 to number 1 and go that way. I don't know. But the list is there. It's just a matter of how I want to deliver it, or if I want to go thorough on it or not. This is what it is, man. I'm not gonna overthink it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that a lot of things happen from my old channel to my new channel, and people that didn't like me, or people that had beef with me, or videos that were made back and forth between me and whoever. You know, those are the things of the past right there. I won't do that no more. I just felt like I wasted my time when I did do that, even though it bothered me, because I don't never tell no lies about what anything that's happened in my life or while I was on the internet. I just tell it like it is, man, and leave it be. I don't play the blame game or blame this person or that person or anything. No, man, this is how everything goes down. This is why it went down, and that's it, man. I've never been one to have a lot of hard feelings with anything going on the internet. But everybody's not like that, so I get it. I get it. And on top of that, I did, you know, fall into the trap of doing that a couple of times, you know, with not just one creator, but it was multiple different creators, you know, from my old channel to my new one. So I just won't fall into that no more, man. It wasn't worth my time and energy, and the more I look at it, it was childish anyway. The whole situation to me was childish and worthless and pointless to even you know, to even entertain and shit, man. But you know, we live and learn, and that's the way life is, man. But like I said, man, I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like this type of video, but it doesn't matter, man. This is my channel, Kano Local TV. I'm gonna make sure that I put up stuff that I want to put up, and I can't worry about what anybody thinks of me. You know, that's the thing about this, man. This is when you know, if you're a content creator, just be yourself, man. Put up content that you want to put. Talk about what you want to talk about, and just let it be, man. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know, much respect regardless. Either way, man. I'm not dude, man. I guess the difference is, man, that I don't depend on YouTube to make a living. Now, the difference is, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't mind if it generated me money, okay? Because who wouldn't? You're putting in the time and you want it to generate for you, but it's not something that I am dependent on. So that's the beautiful part about it. I can take my time, I can put up what I want, talk about what I want, and just have fun with it, man. And I think that that's the best way to do it. When you can have fun with it and not have to worry about whether it generates you money or not, it's stress-free then. It's stress-free then. Show y'all some palm trees, man, before I get up out of here, man. Let me show y'all some palm trees, man, from Florida, man. Yeah. Some palm trees. Let me get on back. Look at that. Look at that tall one up there, man. Yeah. Man, I appreciate the ones that have hung out with me, man, and listened to me run at the mouth in this video, man. Hopefully y'all found it in good taste, man. And hey, man, this is all I got for y'all, man. But hey, peace and blessings to y'all, man. On to the next.